Your program will be reflective of the quality of the people you hire. It's well worth your time to make a plan to recruit, interview, and hire the best qualified people. School-age child care regulations specify the required educational and experiential qualifications needed to fill director, head of group, and assistant to head of group roles. Please see the regulations for more information on these requirements. Your staff will spend many hours nurturing and teaching the children and developing relationships with the parents and with you. Trustworthy, responsible, qualified, and trained staff will help your program flourish. Background checks are required for all persons working in your child care program and anyone who has substantial and regular contact with the children while in your program. The applicant requesting a registration to operate the program must be cleared. The request is submitted to the New York State Office of Children and Family Services Regulator, who will submit the form to the statewide Central Register for Child Abuse and Maltreatment for processing. The applicant could be the individual who is seeking the registration, or if an organization is seeking the registration, the applicant could be an officer of that corporation's board of directors. New York State Social Services Law and the Office of Children and Family Services regulations require imaging for all owners, operators, all employees, prospective employees, and volunteers. These mandatory background checks are required prior to you or any staff being left unsupervised with children in the program. But what constitutes a background check? It entails several things which, when reviewed in total, provides you with information that will help you determine whether the person would be an appropriate employee. When considering staff, it's important you review and evaluate the backgrounds of all employees and volunteers. This includes their employment history, relevant child care experience, education, and references. In addition, employees will need a digital fingerprinting process by any authorized vendor, a sworn statement indicating whether or not you have, to the best of your knowledge, been convicted of a misdemeanor or felony in New York State or any other jurisdiction, and a database check through the statewide Central Register of Child Abuse and Maltreatment. If there is a criminal conviction, that conviction must be evaluated to determine whether the person can work with children or be present in the school-age program. You'll also need a database check of the Justice Center staff exclusion list. Your New York State Office of Children and Family Services Regulator can assist you with this. 3 positive references are also needed, along with a completed medical statement that includes a screening for tuberculosis. There are costs associated with these requirements, so be sure to include them in your budget. You can find out more about requirements outlined in the regulations. Detailed information about screening consultants and volunteers can be found by referring to the policy statements, which are located on the OCFS website. You can also contact your Office of Children and Family Services Regulator for guidance.